Hey everyone, Neen here from the Hyperactive Bookworm, here to do another In the Car book review. So this is book 3 in the Love Me Dead series by Heather Novak, and it is called Dearly Departed. Now, this book was great. So I was correct in my initial thinking that book 3 was centered around, well, the romance plot was centered around Paris and Eliza. Well, the whole thing really, because it's from their point of views. And that was awesome. So I felt like, oh yay, I knew it had to be about them. Did not expect to get the history that I had, that we got. I was like, oh, that totally makes sense. And there were like little hints about it and everything, and I was just like, la 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 la, which, you know, that's no real big surprise. But this book was really fun and great. The angst, the tension, there was a lot of forgiveness, betrayal, secrets, sort of themes running throughout it. The entire series was wrapped up beautifully. Everything was, the overarching story was wrapped up really well. I got a little confused at one part. I was like, hang on, what, weren't we just there? And I think it was just, I was so eager to know what was coming. I was so into it, and I was like, what, huh? And I couldn't keep up with it because I was a bit manic, to be honest. But it was really cool, absolutely awesome to read, well, to listen to. I'm so sorry, the narrators were amazing, but I don't remember their names. I'm really bad with that lately, like really bad with that. But it was very, very cool. And coffee, good coffee. It was very, very cool, and I really loved it. I loved having all the other characters come together. One specific scene which I just adored, and it was like this perfect, you know, peaceful bubble in amongst all this angst and danger and threat and all that stuff. And this whole scene 100% gave me Gilmore Girl vibes. Not for any sort of Gilmore Girl-esque thing except the situation itself. And if you are a Gilmore Girls fan, or you have if you have watched the Gilmore Girls, my god, the scene was very reminiscent for me about the opening of the Dragonfly Inn. So that was really cool, and heaps of dynamics and a few things that have been, like, you know, hinted throughout the previous 2 books, you know, had a resolution as well. And that was just really cool, like these little side things that just tied it all together, made it all more tangible and real and delicious. And I really enjoyed this series, so I definitely recommend going and checking it out. Heather Novak's writing is great. I hadn't heard of her until I read this series. I want to go and look and see what else she's done. But yeah, they were really fun. I love the queer characters. There's this one amazing scene. Well, okay, there's lots, but I really, like, it made me just go, oh, representing all different, you know, queerness. And but there was one scene, because, well, until the last few years, I really didn't see how very harsh and how much biphobia still existed in our community and outside of our community. And I was shocked, to be honest, because I don't know, I accept people for who they are. Like, it doesn't affect me. And so I've been shocked by that. So I've become hyper aware of bi representation, just because there's so many people I love who do identify as bisexual. And I'm like, wow, you guys really get the raw deal of a lot of things. So there was one specific part where Daisy is an 8-year-old, and, you know, asks her mum, you know, so are you a lesbian? Now, that you're with a female. And she said, no, I'm bisexual, remember, which means I like more than one gender. And she's like, oh, she's like, my word doesn't change because of who I'm dating. And I just went, damn, that just is beautiful, that line. And it's such a simple line and simple thing, but it's something that I wish more people understood, that your sexuality is not always summed up by the individual person you are with at the time or anything about that. And it was cool. So I had to mention it, and I really like that. But yes, the whole book I loved, and I'm going to stop rambling now about it. But I love the book. I love the series. Go check it out. Love Me Dead series. Heather Novak. This was book 3, Dearly Departed. Thanks, y'all.